Good morning, advancers. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Glad to see you all on the call this morning. I will bless the Lord, all my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to Advanced Kingdom TV, where we uplift the name of kingdom and we advance kingdom. So says the name. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mia. I see you there. We have Nedra in the back room, in the green room. We have Dr. Ann in the green room. We're excited about that. Millie just arrived in the green room. Excited to see you. Michelle Renee, good to see you every morning. My wife Taya's in the building. Kingdom blessings, she says. Kingdom blessings, baby. Yeah. Go tell a friend. Go tell a friend that we are advancing kingdom. This thing is going to catch storm. This thing is going to spread like a wildfire. Yeah, because God is here. This is the place where we meet in the morning and God is here. Good morning, Kiari. Good to see you this morning. I'm excited. There's something about this community that you wake up and you're just excited about. Good morning, Michael. Good to see you. Glad you joined the call this morning. Yeah. Well, I am not going to belabor the moment. We have Dr. Ann in the green room. I'm going to bring her up to the stage, and we're going to begin this morning's devotion. Dr. Ann, how you doing?
I'm well, Tim. How are you? Good morning, advancers. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Wonderful. I am going to turn the platform over to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am like Tim. I'm excited to be with you again this morning. It's always exciting when you come together with like-minded people who have a common goal in mind. There's no competition. There's no, all of the things you worry about in a lot of groups. We don't have to worry about that here. And so it is an honor and a privilege to come to you with a devotion this morning. I can promise you I will not be long. I just have a simple word. And that word for today is expectation. And so my question to you is, what are you expecting from God? We often will say we have faith, we believe, but are we expecting? It's one thing to believe God can, it's another thing to expect that he will. And God wants us in expectation. Our scripture today, Ephesians 3:20 says, now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, but how? According to the power that works in us. And what is the power that works in us? I believe the power that works in us is our faith coupled with our expectation. If faith is the vehicle and a vehicle runs off fuel, then expectation is the vehicle that gets our faith to moving. Faith is just simply believing that God can. Expectation is believing and knowing that he will. You're looking for him to do it. You're not just believing that he can heal you. You are looking for him to heal you. You are expecting healing. You are looking for it. You're searching for it. You're seeking it out. And so I like to look up words. I don't care how much I think I know the definition. I'm going to look up a word. And so when I look up the word expect says to look for something from someone as rightfully due or requisite in the circumstances. So when I'm expecting, I'm looking for something. If I say that I'm expecting something from God, I'm looking for it. Expect is also to require someone to fulfill an obligation. So I have the right to require God to fulfill an obligation because he said he watches over his word to perform it. And that requirement is not out of a place of arrogance. It's out of a place of confidence that I know who he is. I know he cannot lie. So I need to be expecting him to do what he says he's going to do. Every promise that he's made to me, I need to be expecting the results of that promise to manifest in my life. And so expectation says is a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. It's a strong belief that something will happen. Not that it can happen, not that it might happen, but that it will happen. And so we need to be walking in expectation today. When I read Ephesians 3:20, that's one of my favorite scriptures. I had to put on 3 shirts and a hat. It just says E320 season. But when I read that, it says, now to him who is able to do exceeding. It didn't say he will. It said he was able to do exceeding abundantly above all we ask or think, according to the power that works in me. So guess what? I need to have an expectation. I need to give God something to exceed. He's just not exceeding nothing. I have to give him something to exceed. So when I have an expectation and I move on that expectation and I approach him with that expectation and he's fulfilling that expectation, then now I have given him something to exceed. I have given him something to do abundantly and above what I'm asking or thinking or expecting. So give God something to exceed so that he can truly show you Ephesians 3:20 in your life. Let's talk about expectation. 1, expectation stirs up the desire to take action. And the scripture we're going to use for that is Luke 15:11 through 32. And we've all heard the scripture or read about the prodigal son. And it says, starting with Luke 11, and he said, a certain man who had 2 sons. And the younger of them said to his father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me. And he divided unto them his living. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance with riotous living. And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in the land, and he began to be in want. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him to the fields to feed swine. So he went and joined himself to someone. He went and made friends with somebody else, and that person sent him into a field to work with pigs, to feed pigs. And while he was there, we know that he began to eat the food of the pigs. But something in him clicked with expectation, and expectation rose up in him, and he came to himself. He came to himself and said, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will arise and go to my father. Something, expectation in him created the desire to take action. He says, I'm going to arise and I'm going to go to my father, and I'm going to say to my father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee, and I am no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of thy highest servants. So he had an expectation that I'm going to go to my father, and I'm going to expect him to make me a hired servant. So he had an expectation. So he was stirred to take action. Number 2, expectation is not hindered by obstacles that may appear to be there. I can imagine in his mind, his father could reject him. In his mind, his father could say, I'm not going to do anything else for you. I've given you. All of those obstacles were there, but his expectations were not hindered by the possibility of the obstacles. He decided, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go. And this is what I'm going to ask of my father. Why? Because if my father has this, I'm going to expect him to do it. And when I think about that, I think about when you tell your children you're going to take them to Disney World, and you say, I'm going to take you to Disney World next week. They get in expectation to the point where they start telling you what they're going to do. Oh, I'm going to wear this. We're going to do this. I'm going to talk to this person. I'm going to ride this ride, because they're in expectations. They know if you have said it, I can count on it. So I'm going to expect it. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to start taking actions. I'm going to start preparing for that thing, because I know you say you're going to do it. So how much more do we need to start in preparation of preparing for what God has said that we can have? How much more do we need to begin to walk in the expectation to have what God says we can have? Number 3, expectation makes a plan and go after what's being desired. When you walk in expectation, it's not just about having faith and believing, but it's about making a plan to go after what you desire. The Bible says that God has given us the power to get wealth. That means I have to go after it. That means I have to have an expectation that when I go after the wealth, I'm going to receive the wealth. And so the prodigal son, he says, he arose and came to his father, but when he was set a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him. And the son said unto the father, I have sinned against heaven and in thy sight, and I am no more worthy to be called thy son. But the father said to his servant, bring forth the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand and shoes on his feet. Guess what? Because he had expectation, guess what the father was able to do? He was just expecting to be called a servant, but the father was able to do exceeding abundantly above all he could have asked because he had expectation. He gave the father something to exceed. He gave the father something to show. When you come with expectation, when you come believing, when you come expecting to receive, I'm going to exceed what you expected. What are you giving God to exceed? Are you walking in expectation? And this came about as a personal testimony. On last Monday, I think it was, I did the Mind Matters on fear and money. And so immediately that same day, after having done that talk, I donated to the market. And I couldn't believe, I was like, why am I losing these trades? What's going on? So I know that was an immediate attack on the message that was given, because even though it was Mind Matters, it's still a word from God, because God is positioning us not just through one way, but through the many ways he's taken ATK. And so immediately that attack came to me. So Tuesday, I spent time, the rest of Monday and Tuesday, I spent time putting the word in so that I don't walk in this fear. I'm not going to turn and walk in the very thing I'm helping people get out of. I'm not going to succumb to the very thing that I'm helping people get out of. That's not my expectation. So Monday and Tuesday, I spent time working on that. Wednesday, I started to feel a little, I don't know. It wasn't good, because I'm like, God, why is this not working? What's not working? I'm believing, I see you doing it for other people. By Thursday, I'm really in my prayer room that morning, like, okay, tears in my eyes, like, okay, God, what is it? Show me something. And God clearly said to me, what are you expecting? Are you expecting to be successful in the market? Are you just going to the market to listen? Are you just going to the market to see who's going to call a good trade? Are you just going to the market? Are you expecting to be successful? And it hit me with such force that I said, you know what, God, if that's what it is, give me a spirit of expectation. I don't just want this to be a word for the moment. I want a spirit of expectation. I want to wake up expecting you to do, expecting you to move. So Friday, I went for a walk and I shared with my friend about expectations and how we need to expect things from God. If he says that I need to expect it, came back, got in the market. My goal in the market was $500 a day. When I came back, I sat down at my computer and I verbally said, God, I'm expecting you to show me trades. I'm expecting you. And we don't have the ATK on Friday morning. So it was just me, God, and the computer. I said, I'm expecting you to show me these trades. I'm expecting to make $500 today. Do you know I got in that market and I made $550? Because I was expecting, I sat down with expectation. And so when that happened, I was like, God, yes, I need to be expecting that when I look at the charts that you're going to show me. I need to be expecting that when I'm studying divergence, I'm going to understand that. I need to be expecting that when I see the direction of a trade, I can get in it. Now, I've been doing it behind the scenes. I even message Billy and say, hey, this is what Platinum is going to do. Watched it, play it out, did exactly that. But I wasn't expecting that I could get in the trade and it was going to work for me. I had to change my expectation. And so fast forward to Monday, yesterday, I said, okay, God, I'm sitting back at this computer with the same expectation. I'm expecting you to show me the trades. I'm expecting to get in the market. I got in the market. I didn't make $500. I made almost $800 yesterday. And guess what? I passed my challenge in 2 days. All because I moved in expectation. I moved from sitting at the charts hoping I moved from sitting at the charts knowing that it was happening for everybody else, but I sat at the charts expecting it to happen for me. I sat at the charts expecting God to do exceedingly abundantly. I gave him something to exceed. I gave him $500 expectation, but he gave me $800. He exceeded my expectations. So Ephesians 3:20 became alive to me because of expectation. So I'm challenging you. What are you expecting when you go out in the morning? Are you expecting God to show up in the morning? Are you expecting God to protect you? Are you expecting God to meet your needs? If you're not, you should be. Remember, faith is believing that God can, but expectation is knowing that he will for you, knowing that God will do it for me. God, I'm expecting you to do it for me. I see you do it for everybody else, but my expectation is that you would do it for me. I challenge you, raise your expectation and watch God exceed it. Watch him do exceeding abundantly above all that you could ask or think. How? According to the power that works in you, your faith coupled with your expectation, not just believing that God can, but expecting him to, looking for it. When you're expecting something, you're looking for it. The woman with the issue of blood, she was expecting her healing because she took action. And she kept saying, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, I'll be made whole. She saw other people being healed. She saw Jesus doing everything for everybody else, but she had an expectation of what was going to happen for her. What are you expecting God to do for you today? Let's pray. Father, it is in the name of Jesus that we thank you, God, for the reminder of your word, that we can expect you to move, Father, that we can expect that whatever you have promised, God, that we can have it, that we can receive it, that we can walk in it, Father. And so, Father, I pray for every person that's listening to this call, even now on the replay, God, that they will raise their level of expectation, God, that we have the right to expect, not out of arrogance, but out of humility and out of confidence that you are who you say you are. You will do what you say you will do, and we will have what you say we can have. And so, God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the traders in the market, that we're going to expect to see trades today. We're going to expect to make our goals. We're going to expect to pass accounts. We're going to expect it, God, because we have the right to. So we tell you, thank you. We give you praise. We give you glory. And we give you honor. And we keep you first in all things. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen and amen.
Dr. Ann, that was a word from the Lord. Increase your expectation.
Yes.
Amen. Amen. I agree with everything that you said. Powerful, powerful word this morning. And appreciate what God has ministered to his people. We receive it.
Yeah.
We receive it. You said a few things here. You know, we got to talk about it. You said a few things here. You said expectation creates action.
Yes.
And let me just testify. Since you're testifying, and congratulations on passing a challenge.
Thank
Congratulations.
You.
I was like, oh, she didn't even post that in the group. Passing challenges out here. Congratulations on that. That's exciting. That's very encouraging that you're passing challenges, and even though we'll suffer loss, that it's not the end, that we continue to fight and we'll continue to reach the goal. But awesome word this morning. I got to testify because you're testifying, and this what you're talking about has been life for me. We were just, me and my wife was just talking about this last night. I was in one room and I was advancing in something and preparing for something that just to move further and deeper in the trading realm. And my wife was in the other room, and she was advancing in something else, in real estate. She was doing some things and studying and whatnot. And so I came out because we haven't talked. We was like, I'm a couple hours in front of my computer. She's a couple hours in front of her computer. So I came out, and it was getting kind of late. And I said, and I walked past, I said, God's going to do it for us, isn't he? And she's like, I feel that God is going to do it for us. And I was like, man, we got to just keep going. We just got to keep doing this. I said, I know we we're spending all this time in front of the screen, but God's going to do it for us. And there was such an expectation in the room of what God is going to do that we just had to praise God, just knowing that, wow, this, he's putting us to work, but we're doing this because we're expecting that God is going to do something for us this season. This is not the season to be lazy.
No.
This is not the season to be sitting down. This is not the season to haphazardly do anything.
Right.
But this is the season to be aggressive and to go after what God says is yours. The door is wide open.
Absolutely.
The God is sending in such a wave of prosperity into the kingdom. He's releasing so many blessings, but you'll see it. I was just around so much. I'm in a season of family restoration. My mom was calling me. My dad was calling me. My brothers was coming. My sisters, my nieces, nephews, my grandchildren. It was just, and it hasn't always been like that. And it's like you got to expect God to do things that has never been done before.
Yes.
And you hit the nail on the head. You said so many things, and I'm gonna bring up some more people, but I just got to hit this. It says that if you have an expectation, you won't be hindered by any obstacle.
None.
By no obstacle. You bless my soul this morning. You bless my soul this morning, because this is the expectation that I'm carrying, and I know many others in our community is carrying this expectation that we're just not hoping that God will do it. We're just not wishing He would. We know for a fact He's going to do it. This time it's different. This time is different. Like the expectation has increased so much so that it's propelled us to go after things that we've never went after. It propelled us to expect things that we would never expect. And we know what we received a prophecy back in 2000. I record all prophecy I received, because Bible says, believe the Lord your God and you will be established. Believe His prophets.
Believe it.
And so shall you prosper. And that's the word of the Lord. And so we believe it. And we received a word, and it says God is going. It was very specific. A lot of it has already come to pass, but there are some things that we're still waiting on and expecting. And it was very specific. And part of the instruction was that, or part of the prophecy was that you're going to be surprised at how far God goes past what you're expecting from Him. And I'm going to release that over this group. You're going to be surprised. As how far past God is going to go past your expectations. And when you said exceedingly abundantly, I gotta stop. There's so much here that and I'm not talking about here, but I'm talking about what I'm seeing in the spirit realm of where we are going. Where we are going is greater than where we are. We have not seen the goodness of the Lord yet. We thought we have seen and testified, but we have not even touched the surface of what God is going to do for us. I'm expecting God to do great things. I'm expecting it. I'm expecting it. And it's something I get excited about. Just knowing that God is going to do it for us. He's not going to let us down. He's not going to turn His back on us. He started us on this path, and we are going to finish on this path. I am excited about what He's doing. I'm expecting it. And so I throw that every time an obstacle, every time something comes up and says that you're not going to do it, God turns around and says, but do you expect me to do it? That's all that's happening here. It's not really an attack. God just wants to know if you're expecting Him. If you're expecting, I set a goal for this year of I was like, I'm gonna get 3 million in funding and whatnot. And then the whole Forex prop space shut down. And one after another shut down. And I was like, oh man, well, but I'm still expecting that this year that I'm still going to get 3 million. And everything is shutting down. And do you know, I looked at the account. Do you know I have over 3 billion in prop firm funding? I was like, in a short period of time, and it cost me less to do it.
Wow.
Like he will exceed your expectation. On my wall, I have the what I was expecting to have this year, and God has exceeded that. And he'll do it for everyone on the call. And I just wish everyone could see what I'm seeing right now. I'm in the spirit right now. We just went there and you took us there, but I'm in the spirit and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm hearing it. I'm in a heavenly place right now, and I'm hearing what God is preparing for his people. I'm seeing what God, in the vision of God, I see God surprising, and people are saying, I didn't know he would do all of this for me. I didn't know that he would turn the tables for me. I didn't know he would prepare a table in this place for me. I thought I was shut down in this place, and God is doing this for me. That's I see the testimonies rising. I see the glory of the Lord coming in. I see some great things coming into this community. I see it. I see it. I see it. And we're expecting God to do great things for us. I'm just
I'm excited.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I'm trying to settle down. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he says, I'll do it for you.
Yes.
And there's some things that I've been waiting on. There's some things that you've been waiting on. There's some things that people in the community has been waiting on, in the chat, that we've been waiting on things, and we've held the faith.
Yes.
And we've kept the faith. And God says you're walking into a new season where the things that you've been waiting on is going to come to pass. It's going to happen rapidly, back to back. You're going to have an Amos type blessing where it's going to be one thing right after another, one thing right on the heel of the other. It's just gonna keep coming to you, and your whole life is going to change. I see it and I hear it, and I'm prophesying accurately right now that your whole life is going to change. He's going to flip everything upside down in your life. Things that were working against you are going to start working for you. People that were working against you are going to start blessing you. Your enemies are going to bless you. You're going to be so blessed in the land. Your family is going to bless you. Your children are going to bless you. Your job, your career, your finances, the bank, everyone is, you are standing in the blessing of the Lord. You're standing in the blessing of the Lord. You're standing in the blessing of the Lord. I see it so accurately right now.
I receive it.
You're in a great place. You're in a tsunami of blessings of the Lord. He is thriving to bless you. You're going to see two different worlds come. The United States as you know it will not be the same. And as powers are taken down and as upheaval comes, God is going to bless his people. There's still going to be a light in the land. Wherever you're listening from, I just want you to receive this. Wherever you're listening from, there is going to be such a light that comes out of your home. That people are going to just come just to observe and sit under the covering of your light. They've been in so much darkness, but God is going to use you to be a light in the land. Yes. We got to move on. We got to shift. We got to shift.
Man.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Thank you.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, praise God. That was an excellent word. And that was a prophetic declaration that God is not going to meet your expectation, but he's going to exceed it.
Yes.
I get it. I get it, Lord. Yeah. You encouraged me this morning. Praise God. Praise God. Yeah. Let's bring up some more of our advancers up here. Let's bring up Nedra to the stage. Nedra's in the building.
Good morning, Nedra.
That's the way I have to start my day. I mean, my mom used to always say to me, I would pray about something and then I would still worry. And she said, but if you prayed about it, why are you still worrying? And I keep this on my desk, and she gave this to me, and I always think about that when I have doubt.
Consider it done. Yeah.
Consider it done.
Yeah.
And that's exactly, when you say the expectation is something that will happen, it's like we already put it in God's hands. that's it. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to. It's already in God's hand. Thank you. You really blessed me with that word this morning. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was excellent. Excellent word this morning.
Yeah.
Excellent word this morning. Glad to see you on, Nedra.
Yes.
Yeah. Glad to see you. Let's bring up Billy to the stage. Billy, how you doing, man?
Good morning. Good morning. How are y'all doing?
Morning.
That was
good.
How are you?
Good. That was good word, and I love Tim's excitement too. It's just kind of contagious.
You know that you hit it whenever, and I look forward. Wow. It was 2019, I think. 2019, 2020. And I wrote a vision board down. And on the vision, I posted out a clipping in the magazine that said, "I'll be in the room when it happens." Oh, and so every room that I walk in, I'm expecting to be in the room when it happens. That I'll witness. I've read about it, I've heard about it, but this time I'll be in the room when it happens. And so whenever we're in a room, it's exciting to me because I am expecting to be here when it happens. Like something, I can't put my finger on it, but something is happening. Something is changing in our lives, and it's different now. And I've never been here before. And it's like, it's hard to put words to what is happening, but there is an excitement in it. And it's like something that you've always hoped for that is here, and you're excited about it, and you hear it and you know it, and it becomes fact to you, that it causes you to be excited.
Yeah.
It causes you to jump out of bed in the morning. Like, oh, okay, let me go to bed. Okay, now what is and that's what kind of realm and dimension that I'm standing in. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited this morning.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to my dad over the weekend and stuff too, and I was like, you know what? Like recently, for the first time in my life, I was actually looking forward to Monday mornings. You know? And it's like, you know, because I love just getting on with y'all, going over the markets and just, you know, making things happen. And you know, I think it's awesome that more and more people are passing challenges. So congratulations, Dr. Ann, on that. That's a big accomplishment. And yesterday was it Brian that made some money?
Brian, and gold,
So it's cool that you know, we're seeing these changes and we're helping people be able to you know, pass challenges and start making money in a way that's different than most other people. So like you said, you know, it's happening. You know, we can see changes happening. It's awesome.
Yeah. And we're just scratching the surface. It's like this is just the beginning. Like we're going so deep into this that we're going to see it. It's just going to become the norm.
Yeah.
And if you look at the vision of God that we started off on, of what we will be doing, and where we will be meeting, and how we will be taking over in such a capacity that this is just the beginning. Like, and to see where God has taken us, our minds are just going to be blown. And God is going to surprise us. We're going to be surprised of how far we're going to be able to advance. Yeah. No, I love it.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
High expectations.
High expectations. Yeah. Well, cool. Well, let's shift, and let's get to some work. Let's get our hands a little dirty in these markets a little bit. I'm going to throw up a disclaimer as we shift. I'm going to put up some. Let me see if I can shift with the music here. Amen. All right. So disclaimer. Read this for yourself. Trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all individuals. Any live streaming of trading activities is for educational and entertainment purposes only. The content provided is not intended as financial advice and should not be construed as such. Viewers are encouraged to conduct their own research and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decision. The hosts of this live stream do not guarantee the accuracy, completeness, or reliability of any information presented and shall not be held liable for any losses incurred as a result of trading decisions made based on the content of the stream. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Viewers participate in trading activities at your own risk. All right. Well, let's get into it today. I'm going to start with headline news, and then we got to talk about Ninja Trader. I got new stuff to talk about with Ninja Trader, and we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff, and we're going to have fun today. We're going to make some money, have fun, and all that jazz. But let's jump into headline news first. Headline news. All right. So for today's headline news, there will be some things that will be transpiring in the markets today that we have to take a look at. First, we're going to jump to Forex Factory. From a macro standpoint, world news, there's not really a whole lot going on what we're expecting, and that could change at any minute. War could break out somewhere, a flood, natural disaster, any of that stuff could happen. We're praying that it doesn't, that everyone is safe and everything is well, and that we have times of peace. But we understand that can shift the market, so we'll pay attention to that. But looking at what's on the economic calendar today is CAD news. They'll get the CPI month to month. Remember, that is important on how that currency trends. So you saw what happened we're riding the wave of last week's CPI for the US dollar. Expect the same thing with CAD. We'll take a look at the CAD futures just to see where it's at. That'll happen at 7:30 Central Time. And then we have the talking heads of the FOMC today. That was kind of important yesterday morning as we had the talking heads speaking, FOMC members speaking. And so Waller's going to speak today, which I believe is a voting member. Baller, Williams, and Bostic is going to speak, which I think are non-voting members. Don't know for sure, but I think that's the reason why Waller's an orange voter and everyone else is a yellow voter. So that's going to happen right an hour or a half hour before the open. And so yesterday we seen the market start to move, and that was because they were talking. Okay. And then we get some pound news and some New Zealand news. So let's flip to tomorrow, because that's really the first red folder news for the USD or for the US dollar. It's the FOMC meeting minutes. That's really where I'm conserving a lot of my big trades, is for the FOMC meeting minutes. That's going to really go into detail about, we'll get the news of how they made the decision with the interest rate and where they're projecting it to go. So that's going to be important news. But for today, we'll be paying attention in this early market see if the market starts to trend early with the FOMC members speaking. We'll look at CAD futures to see if we can get any rise or fall, any significant movement on CPI, CAD CPI. But that is your headliner news for the day. All right, so not really too much going on in the news. It's going to be a interesting day, and I think it's that time. Let me turn that up here. We got.
One thing I wish is with futures is that we can hold through rollover.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Oh man, like platinum started selling off yesterday, and I waited for a pullback, and I mistimed the first one, so I ended up losing a little bit on that, but caught the second one and then made twice as much as I lost. So made that back, and then ended up making some money there. But I wanted to keep holding it because I knew where it was just going to keep going.
Yeah.
And then the end of the day started coming up and I had to close it out early. And I mean, it even fell further than I expected it to. But that would have been a great day if I was able to hold it.
Yeah.
You got to come to evening markets. Evening markets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
That our first one will be tonight. Evening markets, 8 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you're on, because what Billy's talking about happens in the evening.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a nice move last night with that sell-off on platinum. You know,
I think there's some other prop firms that you can hold though. I think it's just an apex rule. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say, but don't quote me on this, I think Top Step you can hold, but there are other prop firms. So we have to start doing our research and looking into it, because there are prop firms that you can hold futures.
Yeah, that's good to know.
There are prop firms that you can hold futures on. But I haven't explored too many. Only ones and I don't remember with Top Step. I did one combine with them, but everything else has been with Apex when I switched over to futures.
Yeah.
But let me talk about this, Nedra. I know that you've been doing it, and we're going to get to the analysis and whatnot. And if you see anything that just stop me, and we'll jump to something that you see that we should take right now. Just stop me, because we'll go there right now. But so I know you've been using NinjaTrader, and so I started using NinjaTrader just because of the number of accounts that I have.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, it's so I was unaware. I'm a punk. I haven't done it yet.
I have not linked my accounts yet.
Listen, I am unaware that I haven't spoke about this earlier in the community.
You did it, Tim?
Yeah, I've been using it, and I just wanted to test it out just to see if it was everything was everything. And so here's the thing. I'm approaching 20. I don't have 20 accounts. How many accounts I have? I think I have like close to 15 or something like that. And so, individually to trade all of that and to track it and to write down history and what trades you did and what you did for the day and to journal, all that stuff is kind of hard to do with individually or 15 accounts. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I got NinjaTrader. And with Apex, I have Rhythmic accounts and I have TradeOvate accounts. They're split half and half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so
I don't know the difference. I only have TradeOvate.
Well, Rhythmic you can't use on
TradingView.
But okay, so here's the thing: you can hook. So I hooked the trade copier up with NinjaTrader 8. Hook the trade copier up. It allows you to bring both brokers into the account. I have my TradeOvate, I have my Rhythmic in one account on the copy trader for specific instruments. And then when I trade it on TradingView, it trades it in my trade copier.
Right.
So I have the master account in TradingView. This is my master account, and it'll trade it across all 15 of it. Then they record for you all your entries, so you can print out your journal, or you can export it to Excel as a clean way to journal your trades or log in your trades. And then you like writing on your chart, some of the things thing analysis and whatnot, but it records all your orders on the chart and you can put notes to it, so you automatically have the journal on the chart with trading, and you can toggle it on and off. And I was like, yeah, this is
it's game
nice.
Changing, as you like to say.
Oh, it's game changing. It's game changing. Now, the only thing I got to be careful of is risk, because I like to have separate accounts just so I could take more, treat some conservative and others more aggressive. And so I just want to share really quick how I'm handling NinjaTrader.
Okay.
And so I have all of my challenge accounts up in one copy trader. So when I'm doing challenges, it's all there. So let me share this really quick and then we'll jump. Present, share screen, and share entire screen. Okay. All right, so this is my NinjaTrader setup. And so it brung in all my Rhythmic, all my TradingView pieces here. This is the copy trader, and you can trade it by instrument. And so I have different instruments. This is gold, copy trades. This is my NQ, and so on. And then you place the order here. So if I place, let me just place one just for example purposes. And so when I buy the, I'm not in the, am I in my master account? No, I'm not in the master account. Let me close this. And then you can flatten all, so it'll flatten everything.
Now,
but you have to go to your master account. So
so you can trade from the master account in TradingView, but it will only copy to your Trade08 account. It won't copy to your Rhythmic. Is that how it works?
Right. So let me do it like this. I'm going to, you'll see this. I'm on gold. So let me go to gold in TradingView, and you won't see it on the screen, but I'm on TradingView right now. I have an idea. So I'm going to put my trade box up, and it's going up. So I'm just going to put up. So I'm going to do exactly what I do normally in TradingView. I'm going to go to market. I'm just going to enter 1 micro on the up buy. So now that order is submitted on in my NinjaTrader. And so you can see the order. Let me go to a bigger time frame so you can see what it's doing. So this was the order I submitted on TradingView. And then if you look at the account, it took the trade on all of the accounts. I added a few more so that it didn't take it on that. I haven't added that to the trade copier, but if I wanted to add those accounts, I could just hit this button and it adds those to that. It will copy in those trades. And then if I unclick it, those won't be copied, but it takes it in all of those accounts. And so then you can flatten all, and here's the cool thing, this buy and sell limit thing is cool, but as far as taking partials, you can take partials by just putting in, or excuse me, let me see. Oh yeah. So you can take partials just by putting in these buy stops or sell stops in the opposite direction. And so let me do a sell limit order. So I can have multiple sell stops. So if I want to take partials here and then take partials here and then take partials here, I can do that, which is a cool thing to do on this. And then you can flatten all at the same time.
Tim, it sounds like we need a little training session soon.
Yeah, I'm just introducing it now so that you can see how all of this works. And the coolness of the trade copier.
Yeah, that's like super cool. I have reached out to Dustin some time ago so he can help me out a little bit, but I still haven't done it.
Yeah, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. And we did this in Forex. As well. We use social trader tools. Yeah. But the dynamics of how this operates is in my opinion, is even a lot better than what we saw with social trader tools, as far as what you can do and what you can't do in a lot of these concepts.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. And I know with social trader tool, depending on the number of accounts, depended on what the cost of it was. Is that the same with NinjaTrader?
NinjaTrader, you buy a lifetime license to NinjaTrader for $150.
Okay.
For a lifetime.
And no monthly. Wow.
No monthly. Yeah. So nice. It's just you get NinjaTrader free on Apex, but you don't get the copier. So you got to buy the copier for 150. Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah.
It's a good one-time investment.
It is, especially if you're treating trading as a business and you're trying to grow a business. You got to make those type of investments because it's to have your systems in place. So yeah, we're going to do a training. Actually, the training that's coming out that we're going to release soon, which I'm very excited about. This futures training. The training that's coming out has a piece about making trading a business, and part of that is how to set up systems. So the trade copier is included in that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So excited about that release.
Did you include like the setting up your LLC and putting your accounts under your business name? Did you add stuff like that?
Yeah, I did not, because I'm not giving legal advice or tax advice at all.
Okay.
Consult a professional. I'll make recommendations, but you got to consult a professional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart man.
I hear you. I hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, the training's coming out, chat. The training is coming out. It's being prepared. You know, I did see on gold. So I was trading gold in night markets last night. We'll look at it tonight as well. And so I was it was moving so nice last night. It was it was that 8 o'clock hour. So that 8 o'clock candle was retesting this level has acted as support. It's old resistance. If I scroll left, it's old resistance way over here, but it's been acting as support. And so I caught it right at where's that 8 o'clock candle? Yeah, here's that 8 o'clock candle that came down and retested, opened up, and I caught it up to VWAP. And so right now what it's doing is it is hitting this trend line, and this level of support is still holding as it's making higher lows. And so I'm expecting for the bullish movement on this to happen. And as we've been on the call, we've broken through the session anchor VWAP. And so that's going to be a nice entry once we retest that, because this support could be holding. We've created a new high here, and we could be heading to the upside. And so this move could be very big. We've already tested the highs, and now 2400 before was the previous level high over here. We've broken on top of that, and we're using that as support. So we could be coming to create or retest the highs today in gold. Something to pay attention to here. I'm going to watch it. It's not ready yet, in my opinion, but it's something that I think is going to be a big play for today. And then when you look at DXY, we talked about this, of whether it's going to break through or not. It does not have the economic news right now to turn bullish. So I'm expecting it to continue to drop and retest this trend line that we've been on. So we've gotten some great touches of this trend line. This hasn't went anywhere, so expecting it to come retest that, kind of hold. We may get a pattern that looks like this, where it's touched, we kind of hold right here, and then we make a run at the next range. We may get that here, where we kind of hold right here, dance around a little bit, and then try to make an attempt to break this the top of the range. But for the most part, it's looking like it's going to be a bullish day on gold. So something to pay attention to. And I know, Billy, you were saying that platinum was selling off. I'm kind of looking at that as in the same way. And we're starting to get that move now on gold. But I'm starting to think the same thing with platinum, is that it's been selling off, a healthy retracement, and then we could get the move to the upside.
Yeah, because it did hit the 1 hour 200 last night, and then it did make a move up. Now it's starting to do like a pullback because we broke through that VWAP. It's starting to do a pullback, and I'm thinking that because we broke through the 15-minute 50, which is where that VWAP is, for it to come back and retest that, kind of broke out of that sideways range and then push back up is kind of the expectation there. Retest those highs.
Yeah, and if it does break through, now hopefully we can get the entry off of VWAP if it once it comes down. This is the low that's produced. This is the liquidity zone that produced that low. This is where we broke it. So hopefully we come down and retest right there and see if that holds as entry.
Yeah. And that initial run up, when was it? It was at like 619. Or just before that, we had like a 1 minute shark fin that produced that, because it broke through the VWAP a little bit and then ran up. And it's like, man, I missed it because I got distracted and stuff. But that was a good play. Had I caught that from basically shark fin to shark fin, that would have been my trading day.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's a close, it's a close call, and I think we're going to get another chance on that. We're starting to reject on old support that's turning into resistance and coming down. If this level holds, it kind of makes me believe the buys. So I got the alert right here, because once platinum gets going, it's really hard to stop it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's move that as a red. I'm going to make gold. Gold's kind of already moving. And so I'm going to put the alert right at session anchor VWAP at open. See if we get that to come down, or does it want to run? I'm going to put these two as red for today. Nedra, I know you're looking at YM. What are you looking at over here? Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just doing my top-down analysis here. So I was looking because on the daily, we kind of have like that. Well, I can't even say it's double top. It's like more like a triple. It has that third touch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Are you talking about the extreme high?
If you go to the daily.
Oh, okay.
So you see how we're like in that top area once again.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about yesterday at NAS and S&P. They've already broken the high, but NQ broke the high, the all-time high, and so did so did S&P. US 30 is the only one that has not.
You did say that S&P sometimes tells on the others, right?
That's true. That's the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was looking at that little. It's like a little bit of rejection there, and then on the daily, the PDI is, it's kind of shark fins up there, but
yeah,
I'm still expecting it to be bullish. I'm just wondering, how much is it going to retrace before it continues?
Yeah, this is an interesting one, just because we've introduced lower low, so we have a change of structure right here.
Yes, I saw that too on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. You can see it really good how it broke structure. So I was looking at that. And on the 1 hour, we're under the 50 right now, the 50 MA. We're kind of in between the 50 MA and the 200. So I kind of want to see what price is going to do. And then when you drop down to the lower time frames, we're like just ranging in this little area on the lower time frames. Like if you go down to the 5 minute and then zoom in, all of that is just ranging from overnight. So I would like to see, when the market opens, what kind of structure we get. You know, if we're gonna go back to the upside or if we're gonna retrace a little bit more and drop down to the lower zone. But with S&P and NAS breaking all-time highs, then it's kind of telling.
It is, and this needs to retrace anyway to do it. This doesn't give us any kind of indication, but this retest, I mean, this break right here could be liquidity before heading to the upside.
Right, I can see that too.
All right, so this is. I'm not sure how you're looking at it, but are you waiting for the breakout and retest, or how are you handling it?
Yeah, I want to see it break out of this range. A retest is always better, but I want to see once it breaks out of the range, like what signals I'm getting, you know, as far as like, you know, shark fin or divergence. I'll be looking for those things at that time. But right now, I can't predict the direction right now. Yeah,
it's a this one's hard to read right now because because you're in that range, and you have a few different levels here where even if it breaks out, it's not the complete breakout.
Where are we going? So I just, you know, and then when all of those MAs are kind of, I know you only have the session anchored VWAP on, but if you put your MAs on, they're just like all together. Like there's no, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hold off on trading US30 this morning until I see more of a direction.
Okay.
Yeah, the 1 minute those MAs look twisted up.
Right.
It looks like a knot.
Yeah. That's
so right. Are you wouldn't trade the ranges here? The low to high?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
Because it's just, I mean, yeah, no. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I like that. Whenever it starts to rain, I mean, this is bottom of range, this is top of range, and actually can move it right where the session anchor VWAP is. That's where it's touching. But right now in that range, with light risk, just going from low to high right now.
Yeah, it definitely is. The shark fins seem to be playing out well as I'm looking at it. But yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for more of a direction. Because like even this one that I just plotted out, it's shark fin and it sold off, but it only went for 12 pips.
Yeah, that's what I just put up. It's like it's not.
Oh yeah, it's not.
It's not. That's too much. The range is too small.
Yeah. So I want to wait for more of a direction for some of these MAs to kind of spread out to see what we're actually reacting off of. Because right now it's not reacting off of anything on the lower time frame.
Cool.
And it's also sitting on that session anchor VWAP, like it's riding that right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna wait before I trade US30 this morning.
Yeah, it could go either way. It can go either way, and really want this market really want it to extend itself first, and then evaluate it.
Yeah.
And so if it goes to the upside, we're looking at retest. If it goes to the downside, we're looking at areas of support, and there's a few different areas that they could find support. 39.8 is a nice area, and then right around really 39.8. That would be a great area for it to retest.
Yeah. Okay, I see that area. Yep. Yeah, I have a zone right there.
Yeah. So we'll see, because there's an area up here,
and
right around that 1 hour 50.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 1 hour 200 as well to come down to that area, which is that's in the 39.8 area. So
yeah. All right, so we're gonna be patient this morning. Be patient. or
Yeah,
US 30.
it's not giving me enough to like scalp these shark fins right now. It's not giving me a whole lot. So
Yeah. All right. NQ, really all the equities we're in a range as well on NQ, but it's a little different with NQ just because there's an interesting 4-hour regular divergence that's at play right now, peak to peak, and we're getting a lot of exhaustion candles. Here, could we possibly be seeing a retracement with the bands going up above? I highly doubt that it's going to be significant, but it should play out enough to give you an entry into the buys. And we're in all-time high territory right now. And so can you see it higher? And right now where we're at in the market, yeah, we can see it higher. Now we've had that touch and run, so a pullback to this range off of that divergence could be very interesting. So we're going to wait for the break, and I actually want to put a break, some alerts on this chart as well. And more so, no, I'm not going to put it there yet. I think we still got time. Come on, he froze on me. All right, there we go. All right, yeah, just looking at NQ right now. Same range, we're at the top of the range, and we may have a buying opportunity at the bottom of this range. This is working against the 4-hour divergence that I just saw. Why are you freezing on me? Come on. It's getting there. My computer's running slow. I may have too much stuff open on my computer.
Damn, your brain's working faster than your computer can go. You got so much going on.
Yeah. I think that administrator's probably sucking up all those accounts. It's probably sucking up all the memory. Let me be great. All right, let me try to refresh it one more time.
Like that meme from the Green Mile. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired.
And it's just this, when I flip over to NQ, it's the only time that it's doing it, that my TDI doesn't want to come up. Let me try some other stuff. All right, let me do this. Let me close this whole thing down and let's reopen it.
Are you looking at platinum possibly for another push down? Just because the TDI has risen a lot faster than price action. And it's where that crisscross of trend lines that I had in that zone of support and resistance.
Yeah, this is a nice buy. That was a nice buy off of that. Now it's when it retests this level though, because it broke through this retest, this rejection is going to be very telling if it's able to stay up above it. It has to close above 1060 on this retest. Otherwise, it'll go create the new low. So that's the first attempt. Now, if it retests this area and creates a new low, then we're coming lower. This is kind of going to be a good retest for platinum that's coming up. And TDIs are getting high here. So, I mean, it has an opportunity to do it. So this retest here, I'm going to move the alerts up just a little bit.
Yeah, and if you go to your 3-day as well, that shark fin's cupping over. Looking like a pretty nice shark fin on the 3-day.
Yeah, and the majority of that 3 days already starting to play out. It's just a matter of what the intraday is going to do. Because even though a 3-day will have a shark fin, if you look at over here, you have that red candle come. The next 3 days was bullish.
Yeah.
And then the following 3 days was bearish. So, to have that next candle have this one wick and then the next 3 days become bullish, is what you want to be mindful of. But it does look very bearish right now. But on the intraday, or especially on the scalping time frame, we're gonna see if we get the buys. Yeah, we're getting that first rejection right now. So we're watching that one. Okay, let me see. I got NQ working again. I think this is going to line up with the potential, with some potential here. Let's see. What's everyone's goal for the day?
We do one good trade. $500,000.
Yeah, I'm my 1250.
1250. One and done.
That's what I'm aiming for.
I figure if I could get really good at doing one good trade, that's all you need.
Yep.
Because you could do $500 to $1,000 or get your $1,200 for the day. And then, I mean, say you've got 10 accounts. I mean, that's it's a really good day.
It is.
Really good day.
It is.
Exactly. I'm gonna hop off real quick so I can take the kiddos to school, and then I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Say hi.
Have a good day. Have a good day at school.
Yeah, have fun. Enjoy it. There's not too much school left. Summer break.
I know, right?
Yeah, we're already there.
All right, I'll hop back on with you guys in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
All right. This NAS one, I'm waiting on. It kind of looks good on the 15-minute. This buy that's coming up. Kind of waiting for it to retest these bottoms and see if it holds. I just want to see if it holds here. We're on the retest of these previous highs, and we could be in that range low where we're retesting this liquidity area.
Yeah.
So this is put in the low, produced a high, so that's range high right now. And
Well, if you look at your 5-minute TDI, those bands are flat, and we're shark finning. We're not a true shark fin outside the 25, but we are outside those bands.
Yeah. I like the 15-minute and the 5-minute where they're at, but don't like the 3-minute and don't like the 1 minute.
Yeah.
The way that is looking, it looks like it's those time frames say that it's going to fall a lot further. Whenever those bands turn into a slide and we start to slide down it like that, that doesn't look good to me. But we'll see.
Price is just saying wee all the way down.
Exactly. That's what we've seen before.
Yeah.
But 5-minute and 15-minute is starting to look good. I just wait for this to come down a little bit. 15 minutes, we got about a little over 6 minutes left. And yeah, so this next 5-minute candle, we'll see if that one turns bullish and if this one gets exhaustion. About 7 minutes, we're going to get CAD CPI. So I'm going to look at some CAD futures. This is the dollar versus CAD versus the dollar. And so let's take a look at this. Technically, we're already starting to sell off on this one. Looks like we're retesting a minor structure level right here. And so we get those, not a heavy exhaustion area, but still tweezer type pattern up here where we couldn't close. This is prior to news. We couldn't close above this level, 73 cents, 73,480. We had difficulty closing above, and so that could be signaling. Now, if I would have hoped that the exhaustion would have been a little bit more than that, but it's still kind of telling that price does not want to close above that. So let's take a look at what that means. For that first rejection candle. And the 4-hour doesn't look great. We're going to see if technicals is going to telegraph what CPI is going to be. If CPI gets so the dollar, if the dollar starts to retrace, CPI comes out positive for CAD, it's going to break this level and go up. But in the other scenario, if CAD gets a weak CPI report, this could start to come down. So it can really, at this stage, go either way. And so you can see the support over here that we've been retesting. That support has broken through or coming through as resistance. So right now it looks bullish. And my trade of 8 just turned off. Get that back on. Kicks you out every now and then.
Yeah, I think it's once it's so long with inaction on that, then it'll kick you out and have to make you log back in.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's where we're at with CAD futures. I think that's going to be, we'll pay attention to. I'm going to bring it up just so we don't have to go searching for it. Not a lot going on today in the markets right now. We're kind of at a standstill with everything. So patience is key. Let's look at oil. Oil is coming down to a level of support, old resistance. I'm on a higher time frame too, so that makes a difference. But we have this old resistance over here. We've broken through, come to support. 80 keeps serving as a rejection area. $80 a barrel. Where's 80? Yeah.
It's just a good psychological number too, it seems like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an important pivot point right here. And we got to see if this level holds. If it doesn't, we could be continuing to fall on here. So this is going to be a good trade. If this level holds, then we can start looking at buys on that level. Yeah, TDI is coming down. We get crude oil inventories tomorrow. Yeah, the hour's looking very bearish on this liquidity. So possible. It's kind of not giving you an opportunity right now. Now that we're looking at it, I'm just going to say pull this below. Come and retest this area here. Not a great place to take it. Really want to take it like that. All right, so that's the 15 minutes. Let's look at the 5. Yeah. So it does look like we're going to get that rejection to come back down. I think it'll grab liquidity first. That's probably going to be an open type conversation, but I do want to drag this up to the top because it's starting to look like a potential buy. All right, 2 minutes to CAD futures report. We'll make sure we have Forex Factory up. Or excuse me, less than 1 minute now for CAD futures. We're going to jump here. It looks like it's already selling off. It could be predicting a negative CPI report. What's up, chat? What's going on? Ruben, how you doing? Michelle's in the building. Judy's in the building. Yeah, it's good to see everybody in the chat. All right, let's see if this CAD future sells down to VWAP. Really not an entry for us to get in on this, but I just want to see where CPI is going to be because that could be big for the day. Yeah, it's good to see you, Judy. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting right. I just like how the day looks on this retest. Let me do it 15-minute volume here. It should be releasing here soon. Yeah, I think it just released.
Yeah.
Was the news negative?
Let me take a look because it looked like I saw a jump in price action on your computer there. Yeah. So the CPI month to month came out at forecast. So it was forecasted for 0.5. It came out at 0.5. The median CPI year to year went down by 0.1. Trimmed CPI year to year, that was 2.9 projected or forecasted for 2.9. And we're still waiting for the last two, which is an orange and a yellow folder. But yeah, it kind of came out as expected, except for the median CPI. It was projected for 2.7 and it came out at 2.6.
But they're lower than the previous.
Yes.
It's still within range, but they're still lower than previous. So as this CPI month to month, even if it stays the same or even if it comes down a little bit, it's not going to give CAD strength right now. Looking at the dollar, let's see what the dollar does. Yeah, so looking at the dollar, and I have my volume profile up. That's why you're seeing this. Volume profile doesn't work on DXY, but dollar is gaining strength. CAD just got economic news that loses strength, so CAD futures should be going down. So that spike down is real. It spiked down to a level of support, and we should see that retest and start trending to the downside. And you see where we rejected off of. I have a lot of volume on the 15-minute has come in at that level where it created the lower high. So I think this is a lower high there. And we still don't have volume in the market yet. So we're going to the downside here. I believe that was the entry. And that, those tweezer tops are kind of tell the economic story of we can't close above here. And so whenever you see that, you can take that entry on the next candle, knowing that it's going, have somewhat of confidence, knowing that you can put your stop loss right up above that and have it play out.
Yeah, the common CPI year to year just came out, and that was negative as well.
All right,
that was an orange folder.
All right. So any kind of pullback on this may be a downside opportunity. We definitely want to watch for this area being retested, but any kind of pullback here is going to be an opportunity. Yeah, so like 1 minute shark fin, how it comes up and retests the VWAP, and then we get into sales on this. Let me just figure out what this is. This is a mini contract. I just want to see what the contract size on CAD is. CAD futures. All right, so we're doing $40 per contract. So really 100 contracts, or excuse me, 10 contracts would be $400 loss on this one. Yeah. All right, so I'm just figuring risk. I really don't like, I would want to be in up here. That would have been a great move. But, you know, we're right at a level of resistance. And that spike down doesn't give you a lot of room. So let's wait for it to come get these orders back. Retrace and get these orders back first. Then we can pull up above the can't close. Because where it dropped, it didn't give anyone a chance to get in. And so let's wait for it to come back up and then continue to the downside, get a V-type pattern. CPI, ladies and gentlemen, CPI. That's what CPI does. All right, crude is finding support. We're going to, here's the move on crude. Is this the next neckline that needs to be broke and retested? Entry off of that. If that doesn't hold, yeah, here it comes now. Let's move this longer term play out the way. Let's go with a shorter term play.
Platinum and gold are just running up. They didn't really give us that opportunity.
Yeah, they don't want to retrace.
Nope.
But let's see. Let's see if we can find some. We'll find something here. Yeah, I'm not really interested in CAD. I'm gonna put some alerts though around VWAP just in case we get the retracement. I just like that move. I like CPI day. Oh, you got into CAD? Oh, okay. Oh, it reached your take profit. Where'd you get in at? Yeah, this was a great move. That retouch of the daily VWAP was probably a good area to jump in at. But it was a good move. We're on the hunt. Yeah, that's the what I like is that break and retest. So it starts to consolidate, breaks through, retests, and then runs. Not a lot of opportunity for it, but at least it did do that. Even with gold, same thing is that it broke the high, retested it, and then kept going. So that's how we're going to have to trade, it looks like, on this bullish day. All right, so this is interesting that we have this 1 minute shark fin that's moving fast up on the TDI, but having a hard time moving in price action. So it says that a lot of shorts are in the market. Let me just quickly turn to NQ. Yeah, we're breaking through a lot of the levels here. All right, so we're getting some overexhaustion now. So now we can start looking at what are areas of support that we can buy off of. And that's how we're really looking at this pre-market exhaustion. It's where it starts to get a little exciting. Because we've been waiting. We've been so patient. We've been patiently for something to break. Where are you going?
That's kind of what I was looking at there, Tim, what you just marked out. Just seeing kind of what's around that area. Because that was previous support, turn resistance. It broke through it with a big green candle. potentially could come down and hit that area again.
Grab some of these orders. So see what this looks like.
Yeah, we got the 5-minute 800 sitting down there.
Yeah, the 1 hour 50.
Mia said she got in on the 10-minute shark fin at 73.45.
Nice move. The 10-minute, huh? I don't have the 10-minute. Let me add that. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's right around where I had the session anchored VWAP, which is a big move. That's a nice green candle. And it's just melting away. CPI. This is CPI. No, that was a great move. That was a great move. 73.450. Oh, wow. You were way up here. That's a good move, Mia.
Yeah, very good move.
It's still melting away. So
I think the only thing more powerful than CPI is our buddy Jerome Powell.
yeah, they rival each other. They definitely rival each other. All right, do we have any? All right, so we're starting to break highs on the dollar strength indicator. Starting to break some highs. And sometimes the days are like that, where you're kind of waiting for these moves to play out. VIX is high, which means that investor confidence is getting lower. DXY is pushing up. So VIX is rising, DXY is rising. That's negative for the indices. So sellers have it right now. We're just going to sit back and watch the sellers, the shorters of the market, short this market. And then we're going to jump into the buys. This resistance level up here is kind of telling. We broke the low right here. We're on NQ. We broke the low. That's kind of telling. That shorters, that bias is to the short side. And this is just where it gets interesting, you know, because you don't want to take a early entry. Yeah, he could. It'll be counter trend on the 5-minute. I see your comment. The 5-minute on gold, it could be counter trend. I mean, it's a move down to the downside. I kind of like it to get me into a buy position versus catching the sale. So let's watch this 5-minute play out down to see where it gets exhausted at. I guess we could get into this. Yes, we could. could get into it down to the session anchor VWAP. A lot of risks, but we got some exhaustion. Let's take a look. Risk 560 on this one to make 840. Is it worth the risk?
Well, you can answer that one, Tim.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. You get those cheap, it's very cheap to get in on this. I think I'm going to get in on this one down to the session anchor VWAP, retest some of this green candle. So I'm going to enter the sell order. All right, we're going to catch it down to the session anchor VWAP and give ourselves enough room, risking about $600 here to make $800. We're just testing the waters. It's not a 100 micro contract deal. It's just 10. So we're going in about 10th the risk of what we normally take on an A setup. We're doing a counter trend play, so the most it's a B setup, and we're in. Okay, Mia, you're in as well. Yeah, we're going light risk in, and we found a little something. Yeah, I know you and Ned was talking about one and done, and I like that concept. A lot of times it's just these little pieces here that like right now I'm looking at building a cushion for the buys once it gets down to a level. And so the risk of $600 isn't too big of a deal. So I'll take like a bunch of these trades in a day. But my major risk is like one time I'll enter like 100 contracts in. All right, starting to move in our direction. This is counter trend, so we're not expecting it to fall out. And then we got to watch the levels as well. So let's move that over. And let's take these MAs off. And this is the first level we got to watch. Yeah, I really don't like this sale off, but we'll let it play out.
Yeah, I feel like that 5-minute TDI that came down real quick as opposed to price action.
Yeah, it's counter trend. It's going against the buy here, so we're definitely against price action. Probably move my stop here to break even, just in case it wants to come back up. Not really the trade that I'm looking for today, so we'll move it here, break even, low risk trade. And this is my master account, so this trade is going across all of my trades. Yeah, looking at my Ninja Trader and see that I am in these trades with all of them.
Have you noticed any lag time with that, or is it pretty quick?
No, there is lag with the entry lag. So at the point it places the order on some of the accounts is later than the other accounts.
So it's not real great for small scalp moves, but
Right.
you know, as long as you got room for it to move, then you're gonna be fine.
Yep.
Gotcha. Cool. Looks like Nedra's back. And so that's actually good timing because I got to jump off here for a little bit. I'll try to join you guys back so Nedra can take my spot, and hopefully you guys can make some money while I'm gone.
Yeah. What are you gonna be looking at for today? What instrument are you looking at?
Yeah, kind of stick to I flipped through platinum, gold, NAS, and US 30. Those are kind of the main four that I look at, because I realize that if I start trying to look at any more than that, it's just too much. You know, I'll get caught up looking at something, I'll miss a move here or there. Typically too, when I try to trade something that I'm not used to looking at, it's almost guaranteed loss for me. Just because I'm not entirely used to how it's moving. I didn't take the proper time to analyze it and everything like I've done with these other ones. So I try to stick to these four for the most part, you know, unless there's something really good that you might point out that I'll take a look at. But yeah, pretty much these four I'll look at. Just with the indices today, you know, kind of that, well, NAS is moving a little bit, so there may be some opportunities there, but US 30 still in that tight range sideways. It's opening up a little bit, but I'll probably take a look at that after open. And then see if I can't catch something on either gold or platinum when I get back as well. So
Cool.
yeah, and yeah, if I can nail one good trade a day, we're set.
Seriously, yeah.
Awesome. Well, have a good one. I just closed out of that gold trade too. Just reach a level of support, but wanted to point that out. If anyone is still in it, I'm out of it. Have a good day, Billy.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you guys too.
All right. Yeah. That was a quick scalp. It's counter trend. I want to be in buys, and so it reached the level of support that we were for. And then that 1 minute is getting a directional bias to the upside. So I'm actually going to enter into buys.
Yeah, I'm looking at how I missed this US 35. That would have been that bottom of the range, the top of the range, like you said.
Yeah.
That one played out nicely.
On US 30? Let me flip there. I just want to enter a stop loss below liquidity really quick.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be looking for buys on US 30 today. I want to see it break out of this range and then come back to, you know, a little retracement to go higher. That's what I'm hoping it does.
Yeah, let me take a look at what you're seeing. I'm going to enter this trade in, or at least put my order in.
What did you enter?
I'm in this gold buy.
Oh, a gold buy.
Yeah, I'm just setting. So I got 11 contracts on it, on this buy, because it should go create the new high. So I got in a little late. I was in the sale, but that was counter trend. So now I'm back in the buy, and we'll let that run. So we'll go over to. Oh yeah, that was a nice buy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
And it tested multiple times to let you know that we're not closing beneath that.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of interesting because it goes to range high now.
It really is like going back and forth.
Yeah.
I want to see it break out of this range.
Yeah. Yeah, which that would have gave you the 25.
Yeah, I marked it up just now, and it would have gave you that 25 like with barely any drawdown.
Oh yeah, that would have been a nice one.
like I always say, these play out a few times in the day. You gotta be patient enough to wait for the setup.
Yeah. So are you looking at this sell from top of range low or range high?
I'm not, because when you look left, I don't like all of the possibilities of support level. So
agreed.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, does look like it's gonna come down a little bit.
It may play out, but I'm gonna wait for something that looks better. I have grown, Tim. I have come a long way.
Oh, that just we just got out of that trade. It's retesting this area of the breakout, which is probably a good spot to. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Wait, what did you do? Did you break even on it?
Yeah, I just broke even on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I wanted to test it. It's still expected to go to the highs, but you know, I think I'm going to coin my return the coat theory.
Right.
You know, that break even piece for me is like, oh, if you want to go if I can get it cheaper, why not?
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You return the coat, get it for a better price.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing here. TDI is falling on the 1 minute, and we're going to see if this retest is going to work. What it's going to do here.
Yeah, I think that's that I have to be better about that. Like, you know, because I'll just set my my TP, my stop loss, and I'm like, whatever it hits, it hits it. Sometimes I'll get out, but most of the times I'll hold it. And I think I gotta kind of adopt what you're doing, and if you see it going against you, try to get out at break even and then reassess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sometimes it can work against you, but when it does work against you, you just broke even. You just missed the big move, but you broke even. So it's not like you're risking a lot to do it, and the downside is just you breaking even.
Yeah, the preserving capital.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But I think we're going to get this cheaper price on gold. Yeah, the trade of the day was this this CAD CPI. Mia was in it.
Oh, nice. Did that happen off of news?
Yeah, this was the CPI news turned negative for
what
CAD.
Time was that? 8:30.
8:30. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
8:30 Eastern. Yeah.
Mia caught that.
Yeah, Mia caught it. She caught it right around 73.450. So she was right around here.
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
That was a nice trade. Mia might be done for the day.
Yeah, she said she went in low risk. Brian says, I just got my daily go on NQ. Let's look at that.
He got in for that buy, or he was in?
Must have been the buy. Must have been this buy candle. Must have been this buy candle that went up. Nice job, Brian.
Yeah, that's really good. 5-minute shark fin, he said. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will do it.
Yeah, that shark fin was shark spinning.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to get that divergence going against the shark fin. So this may be another opportunity. And mark out this bottom.
And it's heading toward that trend line.
Yeah, 25 ticks. He used the Nedra Scout.
Yeah. Oh, nice. It was a buy, 25. Nice.
Yeah, you and Dr. Denise got to coin that technique.
Yeah. One of my friends who introduced me to futures, she's the one who kind of told me about that. And I was like, 25? Like, what is that? Like, it's like no movement at all. And she's like, yeah, but if you go in, 10 units, 25, you're done for the day. And so I kind of started doing that and just never stopped. So that's good. I'm happy. Good job, Brian.
Yeah. A lot of individuals in the community have adopted that 25, and I've done it a few times, and so it's been good seeing individuals adopt that technique, especially in slow moving markets like this where price is really ranging. It's not really giving you a drastic move. Like that shark fin could have ran up to, and kept running, but it didn't give you that move. It's creating a divergence first. So, those kind of techniques work on that. All right, so I'm marking out this divergence. I think I'm going to take this NQ divergence. I'm marking out this level over here where we had a lot of liquidity. Grabs before running up, even here, before running to the highs. We're coming down to that kind of just past it. So now I'm looking at.
You just melted out of nowhere.
Yeah. All right. Well, do your thing, melt. Go ahead and go to where you need to go to. DXY is moving.
Oh, it's moving up.
Yeah, I think we have the FOMC member Waller speaking.
Yeah, what's happening right now? 9 o'clock. Okay, I see that. Oh, he was orange folder. What did he say? Can we see what he said?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. I'm pulling it up.
Because I'm like, what just happened?
Because every now and then they'll say something about interest rates and get people going. And he's a voting member.
Mm-hmm.
He may not be important enough to get alive.
I don't know, but whatever he said is definitely, I see a reaction.
There is a reaction. I'm trying to pull him up.
Because it just broke to the downside. I would like to see how this 15-minute candle closes.
What's the event? It's all right, he's at a summit. He's a guest speaker at a summit.
Yeah, Waller speaks.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody covering him.
Mm-hmm. I'm very curious. Somebody knows what he said.
If anybody in the chat can find that press conference or anything, let us know.
Governor Christopher Waller.
I believe he's a voting member. So whatever he's saying, it's got DXY moving.
And I was not expecting US 30 to melt like that. I was like, oh, we're about to go bullish. See? Yeah, everything, all the news on him was like 24 hours ago.
Yeah, we're still within the range on the Dow.
Mm-hmm.
So
let me go back. Oh yeah, still in that range. Yeah, that's why I said I wanted to see how that 15-minute candle closes.
Mm-hmm.
See if we actually break it or not.
Yeah, we're about a half hour away, a little less than a half hour away from the open. So not really looking at range trade. All right, you found it. Let's see.
Oh, somebody found it?
Yeah, Dr. Ann found it. Let me see if I can grab that link.
Oh yeah, Judy has said indices dropping. Yeah, gold is dropping too. Oh, and Dr. Ann said it moved yesterday when he spoke.
Yeah, I like this buy.
On
US 30. It's 1 minute diversion. I like the buy here.
back on there. Oh yeah, there is some divergence there. Let me look at my 30 seconds.
That's a 30-second shark fin right there. You got to jump in.
Yes.
I kind of like this one. Try it. I think I'm going to do NQ, but I like US 30 as well. We're right before the open. I'm just going to calculate some stuff, see what it's going to be. What's that?
I think we're going to do US 30. Only to the top of the range. How many? It's moving without me.
All right, I took a small buy. I'm risking 350 on just below the consolidated area. And I'm going to extend this up just in case it runs. Because looking at DXY, it ran up. So there was a lot of stuff. So I'm watching it come fill that area. Gold is dropping. So yeah, we'll see what it does. It's pre-market, not probably the best move, but we have a lot of exhaustion at these levels, so we could be reaching a.
It might at least go back to the top of the range.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see if those play out.
I feel like I'm a few pips. Oh, not pips, ticks. Oh,
Ticks.
I went back a few ticks away from where I really wanted to enter, but we'll see what happens. I got in at 39,933.
Okay. Yeah, that was right at the edge of that candle. So that's a good buy move. Yeah,
I just think where the VWAP is and like all of the MAs just kind of clustered right there.
Yeah.
So it has to break through all of that.
Yeah, but when it breaks through, it'll use it as support.
So
that's a good thing about it. Kind of like this. And that's why we took these entries, but we're getting close to open, so we'll get a lot of volatility. And so, yeah, we'll see. I just don't. If this is the bottom, I want to be in on the bottom because it has potential to run. And we haven't really heard major news that would make indices fall at this point.
Right.
So you're carrying it to the top of the range?
Yeah, I carried it for 25 ticks, but that also lined up with the. Let me see how. Yeah, like almost to the top.
Okay. All right, we'll see how these play out. See if the bulls start coming in. Oh, it's running too.
Yeah.
Run on then. Almost there. Almost.
It kissed my TP, but it didn't take me out.
It didn't?
No.
I was gonna get it got 25 seconds on this candle.
Oh,
man. You don't want this to end up with any wick to the upside.
That was not fair.
Yeah, you got to move it to break even, though. You got to move it to break it.
Okay, I'm break even. Yeah.
Like it was a good chance to run at it, and
It
but
literally, it literally just hit the top of it, and then
it's there right now.
my TP is at, where's my TP? 39958.
Yeah. Or at least take partials or on it because you're right at you're just a couple ticks away from profit right now.
I know. I think I'm actually gonna take it.
Yeah. I'm moving mine to break even at this point too, because we are on this NQ buy. We this old support, we're rejecting off of that, so that's the reason why I'm moving.
Okay, I see that.
Mine to stop loss to break even now.
Yeah, I'm moving stop loss to break even. I'm just trying to see what it does right now to see if I should take profit or not. But I did move to stop loss to break even.
Yeah, as we start getting closer to the open, they look less attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So if it, so I was like, well, it's just that like there'll be another opportunity with it, and I can get it for cheaper. If it runs, it runs. But if it doesn't, it's not going to cost me anything.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at sales from this position now. That is, no, we're still good. We're still good.
It's so weird what it's doing. Okay. I hit full TP. There we go. Finally.
There we go. Starting to run.
I hit full TP.
Nice. Great job. One and done. Mia says she made $2K off of NQ.
Woo! Nice. That is good.
Nice. I love to see it.
Wait. So Mia was she was in the trade earlier, and she just made money off of NQ?
Yeah, she's killing it. Okay. She's killing it this morning.
Yeah, she's on fire this morning. Okay.
Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, she said, I'm done. Have a great expecting day, advances. See y'all all this. Listen.
Just take the money from the market and run.
That's a good day. Congratulations.
It is. It is.
I like it. That's a good day.
No, it is. It is.
Well, I have to say, I love when I catch these pre-market moves. I try to stay away as much as I can, but when you see it, you see it, and it's like,
yeah.
I don't know, it just does something because you're like, wow, I made money before the market even opened.
Yeah. No volume in the market, and you can make money in it.
I love that.
Yeah, that was a good area to buy off of too.
Yeah, it was.
Like it was like range low to range high. That's a great area to buy off of, and that worked out perfect.
Yeah, and since I was looking for like the bullish moves, I'm like, you know what? That shark fin sitting there.
Yeah,
this 25 is right before the top of the range.
Yeah, that's why it's important to mark out levels, look for that exhaustion to occur, and then be patient, and then like you got in at a good price. So you didn't get in at the bottom, but you got in at a price that made sense.
That still made sense, yeah.
It proved itself. It's like, oh, okay. And then it ran.
Yeah, usually I would have wanted to get in a little bit lower, but it still worked out. So.
Yeah, no, it made money, and I'm out of that order, and hit the break even.
Okay.
So now we'll see if what price it's going to.
Oh, Fed Waller, news just released about him.
What was the news?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just got excited when I saw it. I was like, oh, news just popped up. Fed Waller, in absence of significant weakening in the labor market, need to see several more months of good inflation data before easing monetary policy. That's what he said.
Yeah. So we're gonna be here for longer.
Yeah.
At this interest rate. No expectation of interest rates being cut, and so they're going to ease off of because CPI was a very important deal when the CPI dropped. And so they're like, oh yeah, that CPI dropped, so now Fed can talk about cutting interest rate. So Waller coming back saying, yeah, we got that, but we need to see more. So this rally up was CPI saying, oh, this is what's going to happen. Waller's now saying, no, we need to see more. Now the market's kind of reacting to that. Like his expectations are coming back down.
So now I need to make note when Waller speaks, because clearly.
Well, you got them back to back, and that's going to be the main question. And if all of them have talks like that, like we need to see more. We don't really know. We don't have enough data. That was just one CPI month to month.
Yeah.
We need to see what the next few months bring. But okay, you just deflated my enthusiasm. So that's what we're seeing. So yeah, those, and he's a voting member, I believe. So those kind of conversations have reaction. Definitely has reaction if Chairman Powell says it. But Waller being a voting member, that have a reaction as well.
Yeah. All FOMC members matter.
Yeah, basically. The talking heads. Listen to all the talking heads. Yeah, I can get in pretty cheap right here. I'm gonna get in.
NASDAQ?
Yep. Its price is cheap. My stop loss is gonna be very tight.
Right.
So just a really cheap trade right here. See where it's at. It's like $100 risk right here to see if this level holds.
Up.
Pull it just below this wick.
I just want price to like break out of like when US 30 is just surrounding the VWAP, the MAs. I just wanted to get out of there.
Yeah, that looks very bullish.
I'm done on this account, but I will. I'm gonna switch over.
Yeah, nah, you'll once you start using NinjaTrader and start combining some of the accounts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same strategy that I did with Social Trader Tools, where I'll start naming the bunches. So I'll take like 4 accounts, and we'll name it mortgage, and then take 4 more accounts. We'll name it investing, and I'll name those bunches. So when you trade it, you know what you're trading.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That's a really good idea. Because I watch all these inspirational like YouTube videos, like trading inspiration, and one of the podcasts I was watching, they were saying, like start off with one bill, like start off with one thing that you want to pay every month and try to trade that. You don't always have to try to make these thousands and thousands of dollars, especially as a beginner.
Yeah.
Get one thing, like your electric bill. If you can pay your electric bill for the month, that's amazing.
I love that. That way of scaling into trading, of like just taking a load. It could be like a phone bill, taking that and trade and start paying the phone bill.
Yeah.
And it's like that it gives you a target to hit.
Yeah.
Like it makes you less greedy. Like, okay, I hit my phone bill. I was taking care of my mom, so her bills, I would name the account was her name. It's like I traded very conservatively. She only needed a couple thousand every month. Traded very conservatively. As soon as that is hit, I stopped trading out of that account.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah.
And then push it there.
Yeah.
All right. That order got hit. It is still pushing down. So we'll watch this one. It's divergent now. Cost me a couple hundred, I think, on that. Yeah,
Okay.
$180 it costs. To learn that that's
It's
not the
also
level.
at that trend line. It's probably gonna go up soon.
Yeah, I'm not really trusting this trend line. I'm
No?
really trusting the support
I
that's
see.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I guess that trend line could be a little lower if you took it from the point to the first point A to point B.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, it's actually what it rejected off of when it broke through and rejected and came off of that. So I'm doing some range trading now. I'm not going to force it too much. I'm just going to watch, see what happens. But this retest is going to be important.
Just when I said I wasn't going to trade the range. Oh man. But it just worked out. We got opening bell in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah, it's like when you see it, you see it. It's like that I like that US 30 trade, but you had the volume going with you. The momentum was going with you.
Yeah, and it's still going.
Yeah, that one's running up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you may see the opening bell trade. You may get an opening bell trade here.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, Tim.
You may see that. There's because we're pushing down, and I understand what everyone's saying about Waller. With what he said, that is very impactful. With what he said. However, I'm a bull in this market right now.
Yeah, I'm really happy that it broke the high. I want to see how this 15-minute candle closes at 9:30. But then I'll be looking for the retracement. I'll see.
Yeah, if it comes to retest that, that breakout area.
Yeah, exactly. So I got my little zones marked out. This will be on another one of my accounts. I'm not going to trade the other one because I hit my goal for the day.
Nice. Yeah, and it's good having accounts like that where you can go back and forth.
Yeah, I think oh yeah. So I said I wasn't going to do any more challenge. I'm going to stop saying things because clearly, yeah. I said I wasn't going to do any more challenges, but yeah, I am. So, yeah, this challenge is going well. But I'm trying to tackle that 250K one.
Yeah, this one I'm up about. What am I up about? Yes, I'm about 6,400 up on that account. It'd be so probably a couple more good trades. I need this isn't the type of environment that I would look to pass it in.
Yeah.
So I'm just making progress towards it. I'll be satisfied with just a little bit.
Yeah, I was doing good, and then yesterday I lost on this account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so and I was in all 27.
Oh, okay.
So now I've got to work myself back up.
That so how often do you do that? Well, all 27.
On the 250,
like so are you just extra confident, or where is that coming from?
Yeah, I was yesterday, that's for sure, and it did not play in my favor. So I was like, yeah, this one's gonna play out, but it didn't.
Yeah, that's
And you know what? It wasn't even. It ended up going in my favor, but yeah, I could tell you exactly what happened. But it came down a little more, and then it became divergent, and then it went up. And I'm like, oh, if I would have just waited.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You say 18,685. Yeah, it's a possible. We're right there.
18,685. 6 minutes. You got your bell ready, Tim?
Bell is queued up. The bell is queued up. This is what I know about my trading, is that I don't like shorting the equities, the indices, or gold. I found that out about myself.
You prefer to be in buys?
Yeah. I'm very biased with the U.S. economy right now. And so it's hard for me to short it.
Yeah. I think I like buys more too.
Yeah,
and I think my eyes just see it better. I don't know. Like.
Yeah, and it just makes sense to me that they want to grow the economy. Companies are working hard to make profit. So it's just I know everything is cyclical, but I just see it that way, that I'm a bull for the indices. All right, we're 5 minutes away. We're getting this test of this level here, and there's a few different levels that we can drop to, especially if the market wants to squeeze out the buyers first.
Yep.
Like, this is a great level to do that, because everybody's looking like this, and all they has to do is just squeeze it just a little bit.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Like, if opening bell will it come down and kind of liquidate some of these buyers that already jumped in and then go up?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't want to jump in for the opening bell. Oh, let me get CNBC ready.
Yeah, see what stocks are doing and all of that jazz.
Yeah,
Got
right now.
Yeah. See what gold is doing. Yeah, I started to get in this gold buy when I flipped over to this chart. And when it was coming back down to retest, started to get back in it. But I was like, price is too expensive right now before the open. But I really like that gold buy. But NQ is going to do the same thing. Only thing is that it's been retesting the whole time. So it'll break a level, retest it, break a level, retest it. So definitely can come down further.
Yeah, what time? Oh, that's the 5 minutes at the bands look like that.
Yeah, that's this is the 5 minute where the bands are stretching out. And I'm just waiting for the squeeze to see if they squeeze buyers first.
Yeah. It's a little divergent already. So. US 30 still in the range. It hasn't broken it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, not a like, if you made money in the pre-market, it's not enticing to trade the bell.
Right.
Where everything is right now, it could go either way. Like something like this, I would join the sellers right now at the bell.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. Got 1 more minute.
1 more minute. You're going to squeeze the buyers. You could pretty much tell that they're going to squeeze the buyers. Buyers are coming in, and it's coming down.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, and he's still talking. They just reported more news.
What's he saying?
That the real 10-year treasury rate place to look for impact of tightening as opposed to stocks and credit spreads. I have no idea what that means.
That's an important piece. Yeah, here comes the squeeze.
Okay.
And we are open.
Open.
The market is open.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to take this buy.
Are you going to take the buy? Yeah, I'm getting bullish.
I'm going light.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. That is, but
Oh.
I'm in on this. I am in. We'll set our. I went in light with 20 contracts. Now I'll set the stop loss. If you're gonna squeeze us, you're gonna squeeze us first, huh? Okay. So now we got to go for the ride.
Right.
All right, get all the buyers excited. That's why I have an extended stop loss. Let me see what I'm at risk at. Limit. There we go. Run. So I'm risking 1750. And we got the initial run. Come on, we got to push. We're retesting this last resistance turn support. Are you looking at which one are you looking at? You looking at US 30?
US 30.
We're back in the range. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to hit myself.
Come on and run.
I'll wait. I'll re-enter.
Oh, TDI is climbing way too fast.
I only put a 10-tick stop loss, so it hit myself.
Oh, you're in? You're in it?
I was in the vibe, but it hit. I put the stop loss at 10 ticks because I'm like, I don't trust it yet.
Yeah, I don't trust this either. It's having a hard time getting up there. So I'm gonna move my 21 to break even, and just in case it wants to fall, because we're doing this small retest right now. It's support. We pushed up, broke it. Now we're retesting it as resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So don't really like that move. If we had momentum of the market that would have taken that out and used that as support, that would have been great. I would have been fine with it, but its inability to climb now against this retest has me put my stop loss in place. So now it's a risk-free trade, and we'll buy it cheaper if it comes down. Because I don't want to get squeezed. Go squeeze somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, this rejection off of this level is kind of telling to me. All right, we're breaking that level. Come on, keep going.
Yeah, it's finally breaking.
There we go. We're in the money.
Yay! I should re-enter it. It's all right.
There we go. We're getting up to VWAP.
Where are you gonna close out at?
VWAP, session anchor VWAP. I got 21 contracts on, so I'm going to close out of probably 19 of them and leave 2 runners.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because NASDAQ is going up and US 30 is going down.
In the opposite directions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 5. Close out of 17 contracts. And let's do that now.
US 30, the rebellious cousin. Are you getting the news alerts on your Trading View? You don't get it, huh?
I took it off. I took
you
it off the trading. Yeah. There's I took mine off. All right, I'm gonna leave 5 on. And let me put a stop. I'm not in replay. So I got a sell stop at break even. I'm gonna put this at 5. All right, so that's our runner right there. Our sell stop's our runner on this. And let's see.
Give me 1 second. I have to take a phone call.
Okay.
Mute myself.
Okay. Yeah, this is a interesting trade. It has the potential to run up, but it also has potential to come back down to this liquidity level here. And I just checked my NinjaTrader. The way that I entered that order, so the original order, it took it on all the accounts, but on the when I took out the contracts, when I closed those trades, it took it out of, it closed everything except for the master account. So right now I'm only trading the master account. The rest of the trades are flat. So those are the little nuances that I gotta learn how to do and different things, but really like NinjaTrader the way that it's set up and what it's doing. I do like this trade though. And it's let's see. Yeah, you said it hit the 18,685. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good entry down here. So not too afraid of this down move. I think we have the left shoulder. We got the head, which was liquidity. Now we're retesting right shoulder. So let's see what this candle or how far price pushes down here. It could give us a new entry. And I'm going to move up my stop just below this last liquidity so we can jump out of it if it doesn't make it past this liquidity zone. See, that's liquidity. That's what we call liquidity. I don't know if everybody's seen that, but where we have this that put in this low, price just ran down, touched that liquidity as a retest, and should run up from here. And that's the reason why I put that stop loss just below liquidity, because once it breaks that, we can get a cheaper price. So right now we should be good. And it's reacting against that session anchor VWAP that's causing it to have trouble. I really don't need this line. This was an earlier trade idea. So we'll take that off. Yeah, that rejection is that candle tells me that it wants to come down. Like that was the retest of the high that failed. So that tells me that it wants to come down. I'm gonna move it a little bit below, but it looks like it wants to come down. So risk-free trade right now, these are the 5 runners that I'm leaving on the master account.
And US 30 is still in the range.
Yeah. You got to shake everybody out first. Shake everybody out of the range and then make its real move.
It's having a hard time breaking the VWAP.
Yeah. DXY is pushed. Oh, look at that wick on DXY.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. So it just retested this high, and now it's back in its range. But wow, if it breaks, it makes a new low. We may go in heavier. All right, Dr. Ann, I'll see you tonight for the evening markets.
What time is it tonight?
It's 8 Central, so it'll be 9 o'clock your time.
Okay.
Eastern. Yeah.
I'll see if I can do that.
Yeah. It's an interesting market. I do it. I just naturally do it. It's like before I go to bed, I'll take a look at it. And started to see stuff was really moving. So I started taking trades in that night market, and
it was playing out.
And it plays out, and it's not something that you spend a lot of time on. It's not like you're there all night. You're there for probably about a half hour. And this one, you got to show up a little bit early, because that 8 o'clock candle opens up. That's usually where you're going to get in. So it's like 8 o'clock shows. We're either in or we're waiting for a 5-minute or 10-minute to close, or a 15-minute, to close. But it happens pretty quick.
Yeah, that's usually bedtime for the little one. So
yeah. All right, we're at a standstill on DXY. Let's see what everything's doing. All right, we're still up here, rejecting against that VWAP, and US 30 is in the range.
Still in the range.
Gold is retesting. This may be something. This is the area I first wanted to get in at.
It's retesting that area.
Yeah. But don't like that it's rejecting off of this. That we got this double top here.
I see that.
So we could just break through this neckline and come to the downside. Yeah, not high quality setups. I'm satisfied with what we made so far. I'm not gonna really force this. All right, Judy, see you tonight. Yeah.
You can see you tonight as well.
I'm gas money. I have a Ram truck. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a GMC Sierra truck. I just bought that one last year, and that's a gas guzzler. So yeah, you're right. I'm right with you, Judy. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you tonight.
All right. I'm like $800 in profit on this trade. I think I'm gonna get out.
Oh, that one has a lot of momentum, though. I would wait for this 5 minute.
Okay.
Like,
You're like, don't do it. Oh wow, that. Yeah. See, Tim, thank you. Because now I'm up to 1,800.
Yeah. It's got 30 seconds and a lot of momentum going on its direction. So even if you just close out some of it.
So I was thinking to close it.
You can close it. You can. I mean, go ahead and close it if you are feeling that. But that 5 minutes shows me that it still wants to push up a lot higher. It may break the range here.
All right.
Yeah, there it goes.
I'm holding.
Yeah, there it goes. All right, so now I would look at getting out of possibly it's climbing on top of the range. This is where you saw the exhaustion. Now we're starting to get that 5 minute diversion.
All right, I'm closing.
Well, it still looks good. It still looks good. I will say that. So yeah, this one's running. Yeah, there it goes.
And this is why you have $8,000 days and I do not. Out already. Like,
yeah, you just watch the TDI and see what it's doing. It's getting that momentum. Now I would start closing. Now it's showing exhaustion. It's having a hard time. So it rejected at this level before, it's rejected again. So this is the area I would close.
All right. So that was let's see how much I got on that. $3,000.
Yeah. Just hold a little bit longer. Yeah.
Because I would have been out of that. I'm done.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. No, just hold it a little bit longer. Yeah. Oh wow. Well, that was nice.
You know, you're like, no, don't do it yet. I'm like,
Yeah, this one, and I still think it's going to run up to the next zone the way that this is moving. But no, that's good exit. 3,000 is a good day.
And that was on the second account. I'm done for the day. Okay.
Nice.
I'm done. I'm finished.
This NQ hit my break even. So those last 5 runners that I had hit break even. And so I'm done. Out of these, I think I'm going to be done out of this. Now this kind of looks interesting to me on this divergence play. Now that it's retesting this piece here, it's kind of trying to get me to go back in on this one. I'm going to go back in on this one. Yeah. I think we're going to take another run up. So I'm going to put another 20, and I'm going to go really tight on it. They said Tim had great expectation for Nedra. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I just hold it a little longer.
Brian said he just hit TP on oil.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love to see it. Yeah,
I'm getting so excited because everybody is really doing their thing this morning.
Oh, okay? Wow. Yeah, this was the one. Yeah. So, this is flying too. Nice. That was a good oil trade.
Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, the community is making profits today.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I think I'm going to wait till this evening market. This one still is retesting the bottoms, so I'm not really.
That shark fin is really nice, though.
It is on the 15-minute, but then you start going to lower time frames, and it's climbing higher.
Doesn't look as pretty.
Yeah. So I mean, that could be a double bottom. It's going to be cheap right here. Let's just take let's just take this one. It's going to be, let's see what it's cost us. It's going to cost us $600. Let's take this one. $600, and yeah, we're getting the reaction off of this one. So on this trade, we already made what I make 800 or something like that on the first trade. Took off 17 mini contracts, left 5. The 5 break even, and now we have this one. We have to, if we break past this neckline, we could be trending up on this one.
Yeah.
And so let's see. We're getting our. This is the support. This is that double bottom that we're looking for. We can break, and we just need momentum to run up. We need to do what US 30 did.
Yes, because now I feel like US 30 is breaking out of that range. There's some momentum to the upside. Sorry, they're mowing the lawn.
Oh, you're fine.
My window. Hold on.
Yeah, that one, it looks like this is the zone we had marked out for it. So we'll watch that, see if this is gonna play out. But that's the expectation we have for NQ as well. It's just it's having trouble getting that momentum to go up. Oh, what's up, Dre? Waiting on NQ to come down. Yeah, it does. I had it down here a little lower, a retest of this support level over here. But I'm having, to be honest, a hard time judging it, because now we're starting to react off of this past resistance. So I'm just giving it a shot right now to see if that resistance is going to hold. And here's my coat theory again. I'm going to move my stop. If it comes down lower, we'll buy it cheaper. So we'll see if this runs. But no, it's been a good day. Everyone's made money. Everybody has been profitable. We didn't take any L's today. That's a good day in the market. You know, it's not really.
Oh, earlier Judy said, I like that idea, Nedra. I wonder, can you hear the lawnmower? Is that?
I can hear it.
You can?
Yeah, I hear it.
I'm gonna mute until I talk.
Okay. Yeah, when Judy said that, I think we were talking about the accounts, naming the accounts.
Oh.
The different accounts. Yeah, I saw that. There we go. We're starting to get that rise, and we got to break this level here. Yeah, come on, break that VWAP. Trying to pay one bill. That's right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Trying to pay a bill. That's what she was talking about. Trying to pay a bill. Yeah. Name those bills. Get those accounts. I look at it as your dollars are your army, and you got to deploy your army. And so put a name to the mission, whether it's a gas bill, whether it's a food bill, whether it's an electric bill, and name that account and say, I'm just going to use this account to pay this phone bill. You know, especially with mine, I got Verizon. I got all the family on the Verizon. All that bill is crazy. They got laptops. They got everything. And that bill's so just to pay it, pay that bill, name the account, put it on assignment. Put an assignment to your money. I like that. Put an assignment to your money. Come on.
Yeah, because then I feel like then the goal is not as daunting. Like when you start off small like that and say, you know, what bill can I, you know, pay this month? It's a good goal.
Yeah. I like that too. Put an assignment on your money.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're starting to get through it. This is up 1,000. I think I'm going to close this trade.
Yeah.
And
That's
so,
profit.
wait, hold on. No,
don't listen to me because I'm gonna say take your money and go.
No, I took it. It has a lot of potential to run up higher than the VWAP, but I took it. $1,000 is a good day, and I'm going to be in evening market, so
yeah.
Plus I got other stuff to do.
I mean, I think today was a really good day. Everybody did really well in the chat.
Yeah.
You know, Mia made her money and then left. She's gone.
Well, no, Mia made money in gold, turned around, made money in Q, and then just said bye, everybody. I'm done for the day.
Bye.
No, everybody Brian made money in the chat. Oh yeah, everybody was making money. So it's been a good day. Yeah, this is the reason why I got out. I didn't want to fool around with it. Took the 1,000 and run, and we've ate off of it before. We made 800 on it, then we made 1,000, so that's $1,800 across crazy accounts. So let's look at that. Let's look at before we close. I want to pull this over because it's crazy how. Just the compound effect. Let me share my screen before we end. I just want to show you NinjaTrader of what the compound effect will do over across accounts. Share screen. And let's bring that. Oh yeah, let's do that. All right, so share screen, share entire screen. Yeah. Share that screen. All right, so this is my NinjaTrader for the day. So you see all of these accounts, and it was small pieces. So like $1,400, $30, $900 on 4. So you take that times 1, 2, 3, 4 times 9. That's 3,600. 4,600, 5,000 right there. And so it's a little over 5,000 with very little risk.
That's so good.
And that's why I like these copy traders to do that, to take a bunch of different accounts and trade them all. You make $500 here, $500 there, but then you multiply that times 12.
Yeah.
That's a good day. And then you multiply that times 5 days, then you multiply that times 20 days in a month, and you can pay some bills. You
paying an electric bill, the mortgage, you paying a couple things. Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that training on NinjaTrader, and really like the way that NinjaTrader functions, and like that you can trade on TradingView directly from TradingView. You can take that, and there are different brokers. I have Rhythmic and I have Tradeovate, and they're all being traded off of TradingView. So we're gonna highlight that a little bit more as you're taking your trades and building a business with it. It's just a game changer in my opinion.
For sure.
So, yeah, that's right, Tisha. The power of multiplication.
Yes.
Yeah. So you'd be like, well, it was just $100. Well, multiply that times the accounts that you have, and you'll be good. So
yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
Yeah. Well, good day, everybody. Good trading day. Everybody made profit today. Yes. So something excited about. Go back and listen to the devotional, what Dr. Ann talked about. Let that sink in. The expectation. Let the expectation arise. It should create an excitement in this community. But hopefully we see you all tonight for evening markets at 8 o'clock. It's our first one, so we'll see how it goes.
Yes.
And yeah, so good day, Nejma. You
Yeah,
done
this is a
trading,
good
right?
day. I'm done. I'm
Okay.
done. I'm gonna go take a walk, get outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
good.
This was
Are
good
you
this morning.
you're back tomorrow too, right?
I'll be on with you tomorrow. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'll see you guys
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we got a lot of people taking vacations right now, so they're gonna come back refreshed. So I'm excited to hear their stories.
I'm gonna try to make it on tonight. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. See you guys later.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.